Alright, so this experiment actually is going to be a follow-up to the centripetal force board experiment. If you remember that one where we spun a force board with bottles of water in a circle and they didn't fall. So we're going to use the same scientific ideas, but we're going to use it with a little bit easier materials. And we're going to start really with just a hanger. I'm using a metal hanger and a few different coins that you could have. I just have like a penny, a quarter, and this big Y coin that I found. And it's the same idea. So instead of using the centripetal force board like so, with a few glasses of water on it, if you remember this one where we placed a few glasses of water and then we spun it in circles. That was out of shot. When we spun it in circles like this. What we're going to do instead is use a hanger and try to balance a coin on top. Alright? So if you remember, the science behind it was that with a centripetal force board, we wanted to put rubber on the cardboard so that the glasses, when it met the rubber, there was enough friction to hold it in place. And then when we spun it, what kept the glass from falling out of place was that at every point along the circular motion, the bottle wanted to, every point along, say, the circular motion of, let's say, this coin, let's say this was the path that we took, at every point the glass wanted to fall out this way, but instead there was a centripetal force pointing towards the center that kept it in motion. So what we're going to use is a coin on top of the hook of the hanger. So let's try that now. So what's interesting first is just being able to balance it actually, and I'm going to try to balance it for you now. This may take a couple of tries. And before I do that, I'm just going to pull the hanger out to make kind of like a diamond shape so it's a little bit easier to hold. Just like this. And this is why I'm using a metal hanger. And if your hook isn't straight, perfectly straight up in the air, you can just use your hand to push it in a little bit so it's straight. Yeah, so let's try balancing the quarter first. So if you just try it a few times, it's going to fall off, right? So it's really, really tricky. And you should be able to balance it like that. Alright, as you can see, we have our quarter balanced and it's hanging. And we're going to use the same ideas as the centripetal force board where we're able just to swing it in motion like this. And as you can see, the quarter doesn't fall. And hopefully what you're able to do is you're able to swing the whole hanger in a full circular motion and the coin won't drop. And it won't drop for the same reasons as the centripetal force board, with the balance of the centripetal force pointing towards the center of the circular motion and the friction holding the quarter in place. And I'm going to swing it really, really wide so it's dramatic. Alright, so we're swinging it now in motion, and I'm going to try to do a circular path. Alright, so it's going to be really tough. So you start small with small oscillations, then you're going to try for a bigger one. Maybe I can set a challenge for you guys at home. It's really, really tough for me to do it. So if you guys are able to do it, how about you send us a video of you guys getting this in circular motion? Maybe you could tag us with it, alright? I'm going to try it maybe a couple more times. Maybe one more time. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's really tough to do. So you have to balance the quarter and then you got to spin it right. Alright? And this is why it's important that the hook itself is actually straight up. Alright, we're almost there. Oh, close, close, close. You guys can see how frustrating this can be, but it's really fun once you get it. That's the point, is once you get it, that's where the excitement is, alright? It's going to be my last try. Small oscillations, and we're going to get larger. And we're going to try to give it a spin. Alright,